Hey guys, welcome to Protocoders Point. Okay, so this is the fourth part of our Flutter tutorial on Hive database. So in this part we are going to cover how to save a form or a login form that a user has entered his details. For example, a user is entering his details, that is email and password, and just pressing on the remember me button. So the data that he has entered over here will be saved in his mobile database locally by making use of Hive database. Okay, so that the user, whenever the user revisits the app again, the data that he has entered over here will still be there. Okay, so let's check it out how to implement it. So let's begin. Okay, so now we are in our Android Studio and I have created a Flutter project over here with a login page and a registration page. Okay, so you can just get this UI design from my GitHub repository. So I have just pushed this code in my GitHub repository. So you can just clone this project in your computer and start working with Hive database with me. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so first of all you need to add a Hive dependency. So just go to pubspecification.yaml file and under dependency section over here add Hive dependency and Hive Flutter dependency. So just add it and hit this pubget button. Okay, so after adding that you need to initialize the Hive database. So for that just go to main.dart page and over here you need to import the packages. One is Hive package hive.dart and the second one is import Hive Flutter.dart. Okay, just import these two packages and over here before starting your project, that is my app, this main just convert it to asynchronization and you need to initialize the Hive database. So for that Hive await Hive dot init flutter. Okay, so by doing this your database will start. Okay, so now as you can see when our app loads we are going to just load our login page. So login page is over here. So let's go to our login page. Okay, so over here you need to import Hive package and Hive Flutter. Okay, so in login page I have two text fields. One is for email and one is for password. So in both the text field I have attached the controller, as you can see over here. Okay, so the controller is created over here, text editing controller, email, and I have just attached this controller to both of this text field as I have said. Okay, so let's create a database to store the data that is been entered in this text field. So for that over here let box, and let's name this box as box1. Init state over here I will just call a method that is create box. Okay, so let's create this method over here, void create box. Make this box as asynchronization and method as asynchronization. Okay, so now here in this method I need to create a box where the data will be stored. So for that box1 is equal to await hive.open box, and here you need to specify the box name, that is our database name or a table name. Okay, so this is the table name I have just explained in my previous part. Okay, so let's name this table as login data. Okay, so for now whenever a user press on this login button, the data entered in this text fields I need to save in this box. Okay, so let's do it. So here as you can see I have a checkbox over here. So if this button is checked then I need to save this data, or else there is no need to save this data. Okay, so for that here for this checkbox I have created a variable that is checked, and this checkbox boolean variable is been attached to our checkbox. Okay, so it is over here somewhere. Okay, you can see over here. So this is the checkbox, and depending on this checkbox value, that is true or false, we are going to save the data. If it is true, then we are going to save the data. Okay, so here I have a button that is a login button. So when the user press on this login button I need to save this data if this checkbox is checked. Okay, so for in this button, so when the button is been pressed, what I will do is I will just call a method. Okay, so let's create this method somewhere over here, void login Okay, so now when this button is been pressed, we are going to logged in. Okay, so over here what I will do is, if is checked, if it is checked, then only will save the data that the user has entered. So to save the data, over here we must make use of an object, that is box object, box dot put. In the box we are going to store the data in a key and value pair. So first value that we are going to store is email, and the second data that we are going to store is password, and the password will come from our text field, that is our controller. So these are the controller. So from this controller we are going to take the data that has been entered in our text field. So let's assign the text fields over here, edit text controller over here. Okay, like this. And for password, edit text controller password dot text. Okay, so now whenever a user enters the data over here and press on the login button, the data he has entered in this box will get saved in our Hive database. So now whenever the user revisits the app again, I want to load this text Hive data box, and I need to show the data in this text field again if it is there. Okay, so for that let's go to init state method over here, and let's create one more method, that is get data. Okay, so let's create this method, void get data, and let's make this as a synchronization method. Okay, so I need to get the data from this box. Okay, so I can just easily do it by making use of box. So for that, first of all, I need to check if the box has data or no. If box dot get key, so the key is our key that we have stored. So this is the key. So let's use this box dot get email, and if it is not equal to null, if the data is not null, then perform this action. So the same thing for email box. If the password is not null, then do this action, else do nothing. Okay, so over here what I will do is I will just make use of a text edit controller for email dot text is equal to box1 dot get, and over here email. Okay, and the same thing for password. So password dot text is equal to box1 dot get password key. Okay, and the same thing I need to do for checkbox also. Okay, so let me run this app and show you what happens. So I will just stop the app and restart it again. Okay, so app got restarted. So I will just enter some data over here, and I will just enter a password, and I will just press on this checkbox, that is remember me, and press on the button login. Okay, so now the data is been saved in our Hive database. So now I will just stop the app and reopen it again. Okay, so I'm just opening it again. So let's check. Okay, so I have just reopened the app, but it is not working. So let me check it out. Okay, so here I need to call this get data method after opening a box. Okay, so as you can see over here, so when the box is open, after opening this box, I need to call this get data method. Okay, so now let's restart the app and check if it is working. So our data is already saved when I press on the login button like this. So now let's check the UI. So you can see our data that is been saved is been shown over here. Okay, so I will just enter some random key, press on the save button. Okay, and restart the app again. So now you can see it is getting restarted. Okay, so you see the data is still there over here. Okay, but I need to just enable this button if the data is there. So to do that, go to get data method over here, and here set is checked, and let's set it to true, and then let's call set state update, that is set state. Okay, so if our data is there, means we are going to set this checkbox to true, and we are going to set the state. Okay, so let's refresh again. Okay, so now you can see our data is there over here, and we have a password also over here, and the checkbox is also checked, so the user can just open the app and just press on the login button to log in himself. Okay, so that's all for this video tutorial. Hope you got the concept of how to implement Hive database in your login form. So thanks for watching. Please do subscribe Protocoders Point. Thank you.